who's going to move onward in Group D.
This is Rek's pick, and it looks like they're going to be attacking first. Normally, sometimes we see the attack get chosen for the team, but they're going to actually be, looks like, attacking here. So, interesting. A lot of teams do like to attack this map, and Rek got that.
Yeah, for the attacking lineup and the attacking preference for Coast, it used to be extremely attacker side in terms of statistics. It was upwards of 60% favored on the attacking side winning. Getting a couple bans out here, losing the Capital, losing a Nomad, pretty common. The Capital on Coast, understandable. Usually some other operators, but obviously hard breachers don't come into play on Coast all that much, so there's no need to ban them. And there's a lot of intel on the defense. Yeah, Maestro and Valk are gone.
A lot of intel lost. You know, a lot of teams do not like to deal with that intel, and dropping that Valk, you don't have to run the IQ as much. But Echo is still on the board, so we'll see how Chaos utilizes it. Same with Rek.
I'm attempting to not break things, even though I'm definitely breaking things.
Don't break things.
You know, breaking things can be fun. Anyway, we're jumping in. It's round number 1. It looks like we're going to go to Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar off rip for Chaos. Fido, of course, with that name change. He's even got it in all caps. Very bold name change there. He'll be picking up the smoke. And for Reciprocity, operator lineup, pretty consistent. Sky's is even going to 6-pick off of the Hibana to a Jackal because, yeah, hard breachers on this map. Not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm really liking, or I'm really hoping, you know, Red Groove is a pretty big aspect for this team, for this Chaos team and this lineup. If he's doing well, I think the team is going to have a pretty good showing here.
Yeah, I really like the adaptability and the flexibility on the side of Chaos. Honestly, both of these teams play pretty similarly in the fact that a lot of their players can swap roles on a dime, and it doesn't really affect them. You know, right now we've got Crips on an Echo. Not really a popular thing for him to play, but he's got that flexibility. He has played a little bit of it in the past. Obviously, a little bit of an Ash main on attack, but the flexibility for Chaos and Reciprocity both allows them to constantly swap in players who are maybe having a hot hand on a day to a role where they have more impact and fragging potential. And if someone's having a poorer day, flex them onto more of a support role. Everyone can do that on both of these rosters.
No, I definitely think that this matchup is just perfectly matched. I think these teams are perfect for each other, and their play styles are going to kind of clash. So I'm excited to see exactly how Reciprocity is going to do here on attack, because it looks like we are going to Blue Bar and Sunrise.
Starting off in the double bar defense for Chaos. They also have a lot of investment in terms of utility, reinforcements, and personnel upstairs. Upstairs in Hookah, Castle Barricade in the double window, as we can see as well. So the drone's coming out from Reciprocity, looking to start their assault. And Renewals, okay, you're going to start off on 5 HP. It's not the best start to a round, but he's able to retreat with his life and still has a 416 in his hand. There are worse outcomes.
Skies is on, looks like he's on the Jackal, so he's going to be a good... That tells me that they're either going to be hunting roamers or just making sure that this roam clear goes pretty smooth for the attacking team. But Retro getting peeked from the side window, but he's still up. He's good.
So 2 members, 1 from each side, able to escape on 5 HP. Retro gets off the Hookah window. A frag grenade being sent down the drone hole onto Cool Vibe stairs. If anyone was unaware, that's where that goes.
You see Laxing playing the front door right here. This is the control that they need. He's locking down the front door, making sure that nobody rotates, and then Laxing will do kind of like a little pinch, a push from the back when they start executing on the site. So this is pretty normal from Laxing, just kind of playing off of his teammates and waiting to make that push. But here they go. They got control of Hookah.
Pushing in now is Foxy on the sledge. Taking a little bit of a battle with Secretly on the Cool Vibe stairs, but Secretly has to fall back. So now Hookah control established, and I'm going to miss there for Foxy. He'll go for round 2 on that hatch, and it'll open up and disintegrate at the hands of his sledgehammer. So, like you said, the collapse from Reciprocity coming in. They have the top control. Retro on 5 HP, dangerously pushing down Cool Vibe stairs, but again, just holding for rotations, making sure no one is coming back. It seems like they've left Renewals unguarded, though, as he's able to flank his way into Billiards. This could be, that's Red Groove.
This is going to be the power move here from Chaos.
Flanking in, there's a trade, and Secretly it's trades abound. Retro will finally clean up Secretly, so it's down to a 3v2, but 2 members for Reciprocity extremely low on HP. One inside the kitchen of Crips, and Red Groove still topside. There goes Red Groove, down to a 1v3 now for Crips, taking aim in towards the Cool Vibe stairs and pressing in. Smoke grenades come out, Sky's down to about 10 HP. Now the vault over the bar for Crips. He aggresses in towards the Sunrise entrance, bearing in hand, but he turns away. Doesn't land a single shot, will be Skies. 2 collapsing from the kitchen and 1 from the entrance. There's 1 for Crips, trying to hit the rotate into Blue Bar. The pre-fire missing on the ping. Laxing still 100, pushing in the hallway. Skies needs to go in and try and attempt to plant. Skies and Laxing both dancing around the rotations. Crips darting back and forth, but won't miss the flick, or will miss the flick, sorry, with the bearing 9 and Laxing. screwing up words left and right today.
Sorry, you're good. It's my first time. So you messed up as well. No, I really just like the calm collectiveness coming here from Reciprocity. They got that top control. They got hookah control. Even Retro with no health, he got 2 kills. I mean, normally a player like that is out, but Retro was able to just kind of lock down the rotation. No one was able to rotate up. And honestly, if Red Groove maybe got one of those kills into hookah, it might have gone a little differently. But Reciprocity just with great trades, great control, and then just closing it out.
Yeah, we were almost at a stalemate there for a while, about a minute left in the round, and all of a sudden everything just exploded. The trades for the Cool Vibes push, and the flank there from Red Groove. No one watching flank there. Obviously a Nomad ban gonna impact your ability to kind of neglect flanks, but there's still a gridlock up or drones potentially. For Reciprocity there, it was almost devastating for Red Groove to be able to push in with secretly on the flank.
So notice how Chaos brought a Cade this time. So they're going back to the exact same site. They're going to be swapping to a Cade. That tells me they're going to be reinforcing. Oh wait, did they move? Are they? Where are they at right now?
I think Blue Bar Sunrise. Oh no, they went up.
They went. Okay, they went back up. So they're going to be using that to deny the wall in VIP, and then also maybe put some mutes down on that quad wall. But I do like the switch up, and I do like the bomb site rotation. Just teams that have massive, like good rotations on the sites, they can swap off the site, go to a different site, and just kind of reset. So I really like the swap up here from Chaos, just not being predictable. And versus Reciprocity, this is something that they need.
Speaking of a swap up here, Renewals was spawn peeking as Jaeger last round. Now he's on the Cade, like you mentioned. A TCSG and ACOG PMR shotgun. Who doesn't like that? So he's going to be angling in towards Ruin spawn, and the timing on that one, he's going to turn away as Skies will safely make it out and take out the default camera. Renewals, he's going to rotate back, though. He's not going to risk his life like he did last time. Going for a rotate to be made. This wall sucks to be shotgun dope.
Yeah, I think in the new update, they're fixing a lot of the destruction and that kind of stuff, but right now, that wall is one of the hardest walls in the game to shoot open.
That is not a fun rotate to make with a shotgun for anyone, whether it's Renewals or whether it's Red Groove or Vito. Downstairs is secretly inside of Sunrise, contesting with some drones momentarily, but he is alone. He doesn't have anyone joining him over by Blue Bar or Office, so for right now, Crips is the closest man over by Kitchen Entrance.
Yeah, Crips is roaming over Kitchen side. The thing with this is he's by himself, so if he gets caught off guard and he gets pinched, he has no way to rotate out, so he's got to be very, very careful. I'd like to see some support, but Skies with a nice pick onto Secretly. Secretly should have had that.
Definitely should have had that. It looks like he tried to line up the headshot for one tap. Crips, though, will at least trade him out, so there goes Retro. No 5 HP escape for either of these members, as we have some opening kills early on in the rounds. Lots of shots here as Laxing has made it onto the infamous
staple.
tarp.
This is the staple for Laxing. I mean, he is dominating on this tarp every single time. And didn't they take it out? I think it's going to be out of the game on the next update. So Laxing's going to have to figure out a new strategy here.
If it's still in the game, have at her. So Laxing, I guess, watching a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to get back on top of that dastardly tarp. A rotate coming out from Crips as he's made it up in towards Penthouse and Theater side as he's trying to angle in towards any potential VIP takes for Rec, but seemingly, again, neglected for Reciprocity as they're very hookah focused in the first portion of the round, and now Skies will be pushing in towards Aquarium now.
Yeah, so they're going to be going for a hookah plant here. So once they, as long as no one is down below to C4 the plant, they can kind of push in, but it kind of takes a little bit of time and establishment. And there actually might be a rotate here. It looks like they might be rotating over to Aquarium and going for an Aquarium plant. Laxing with a pick onto the Jaeger. That's huge, and that's the Laxing for you. Just catching you off guard, just not, being in the same spots, but making sure that you're watching the flanks. This is where Laxing shines, but they're going for a billiards plant right here, so this is going to be huge. They need to make sure no one's down below for the C4. They should be good.
2 nitros on the board right now for Red Groove and Renewals, and Renewals was down to the top of Cool Vibes, but no one was able to secure the kill for Reciprocity, so they allow that utility to remain. They allow that gun to remain, even though Renewals is only on 20 HP. Frag grenade goes out, stuns to block the sound of the plant going down as Laxing will push up, but disregarding Vase for a moment, he'll back off, hearing the TCSG rattle off, and the plant will be completed now from Reciprocity. A nitro, not even the same zip code as Laxing as he's holding down 90, waiting for the rotation and dispatches of Renewals. Now it's Red Groove in a 1v3, going nowhere, no time, and that's Reciprocity taking round number 2.
I really like the patience coming here from Rec. It really looked like they were going to be going for a hookah take, planting the bomb in hookah, and they just decided to swap and switch it over to Aquarium. That's the adaptation that they need, and they're calm and collective while they're doing it. And everyone's doing their job, placing those drones on the rotates, and then covering the rotates and the flanks. Great job from Rec, and they're looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah, up 2-0 and 2 pretty decisive wins there. It came down to the wire A little closer than I think they would have liked in the last 2 rounds for them, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. If it's on the scoreboard, you're going to take it. Sky is going to 6-pick off of the Buck. He's been rocking that for the last couple rounds, but actually he was on Jackal round number 1.
He was on Jackal round number 1, and that's just Rec for you. They love the certain operators, and you'll just see them rotate depending on the type of attack that they want. Jackal is very strong on this map, but they're going to go ahead and swap off of it. And now Skies is going to be on the Twitch. Skies is a very strong player, good flex player, and we'll see what he does.
Foxay topping the scoreboard right now with 0 kills but 5 dines. Pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah, he's hitting them, he's just not finishing them.
Exactly. It's a team effort for Reciprocity, trying to collect all these kills. First round, there were a lot of attempted peeks coming out from Chaos and escape tactics being brought out from Chaos, able to walk away with 5 HP. The same for Retro in round number 1. Round number 2, the picks come much easier, and there's not as much of a retreat back on low HP. For Reciprocity on this, though, like you said, the rotations were really the difference maker on that one. They're angling in for a hookah take for more than half the round, and on a dime, they make the call. Waxing goes for the flank up theater stairs, and the last 2 remaining members of Rec go over to the Aquarium balcony, and is a beautiful rotation and execution.
Definitely agree. And Chaos only has 1 C4, so as long as if Red Groove gets eliminated, they don't have to. Reciprocity doesn't have to worry about that C4 anymore, and that's really the huge worry when you're going for a plant, is making sure there's nobody down below that's going to stop you and get that cheeky C4. So with only 1 C4, it looks like they're going to be relying on the Echo maybe to slow down the bomb plants. So I do like this pick, but Reciprocity with the IQ, so hopefully Mark does his job and finds those Echoes.
It's a good read from Mark there as well, as they haven't been bringing the IQ in the last couple rounds. So for Mark to be able to bring it out here in the perfect time as Renewals takes up that Echo. They abandoned it last round, Chaos did. And Sky's solo pushing in through the bathroom downstairs. He's going to have 1 to meet. Looks like it's Fido. No, it's Crips taking a lot of damage. Pinging through the wall and down to about 20 as he tries to retreat back the window. Foxay is right outside the kitchen window, but doesn't spring into action to jump in on the engagement. And Skies is also down to about 60. So you take that trade any day of the week if you're Rec. And another one trying to flank in. Skies with the F2. There goes secretly on the flank. So now Crips is going to have to retreat into Sunrise.
Yeah, just I really like the play coming in from Rec, deciding to push that guy out. If Skies was by himself, I would say it's not worth it. It's the Jaeger. He doesn't have a C4. No reason to be down below, but they're doing it as a team. And as long as they do it together and get those consistent trades, that's all that matters.
Nice frag grenade there to be launched up, and that's Renewals on 1 HP as he escapes. Skies could down him and finish him off with the Twitch mine, or sorry, with the Twitch drone, and he's going to lose one anyway. So Renewals now stuck on 1. The resets don't really happen anymore because you don't get 50 HP back. So Renewals is going to stay with an ACOG, still play in the game, and use the Echo drones to deny plant. He's probably not going to be taking too many engagements.
Yeah, this definitely is looking like a hookah take here from Rec. But Crips with a peek on a Foxay. And this happened last round as well. I'm surprised that Reciprocity was not ready for it, but this time losing a man, this is huge. They're going to push him out.
This guy's going to jump right in on the action in tandem with Retro outside the Sunrise entrance door. Lots of shots rattling off, and if you're Red Groove here, or sorry, Crips, you want to retreat back to the site. But he's doing a good job of at least stalling out portion of the Reciprocity take. They're very entertained and interested in locking down Crips. He's going to hit a rotation into Blue Bar now that was pre-placed by an impact grenade. Now, as he finally comes back out the Blue Bar door, there goes Skies collecting the kill, his 2nd of the round now. So it's a 1 HP Renewals, and Red Groove alone on site to try and weather the storm that Reciprocity are bringing. Top of cool vibes. A lot of hookah focus once again for Reciprocity, but that rotation isn't coming out this time. They're going to bombard the site into hookah, try and get a plant down, or just clean sweep the remaining operators. Clearing out the barbed wire and any impediments in the middle of a hallway for them to push through. All it takes is 1 shot here to down off Vito. Renewal, sorry, Red Groove will take down Retro, and a flank coming through, but Red Groove with 2, a 3rd one now. Skies on the trade, and Renewals and Red Groove complete the 2v4. The hookah push for Reciprocity shut down in its tracks. Beautiful shots there from Red Groove.
That was a huge tilter for Rec. I mean, they had that in the bag. The thing with Rec here is they're very focused. They're working together. That's the problem, though, with the hookah take, is if there's no one down below with a C4, you don't need to push them out. And I think Rec maybe got a little bit focused on pushing out those roamers and clearing out those roamers, and they lost all of their time. And that's the bad part about hookah right there, is you're forced to just run in and hope that you win your gunfights. For me, I would like to maybe see that switch up and go Aquarium. It worked the first time. Do it again, especially if these guys are going to be playing down in Sunrise and Kitchen and contesting you. But if they don't have a C4, there's no reason to push them out in the first place. And I know for a fact that's going to be a tilter for Rec, but a great round for Chaos, and this is the momentum they need if they want to bring this back.
Red Groove on that one. Like you said, if there was a rotation for an Aquarium push. Red Groove still gets that first pick, but he gets traded out immediately.
Absolutely.
And it's Renewals on 1 HP at the top of Cool Vibes. The only thing really he had in his bank was the fact that Mark wasn't close to finding the Echo drones, and he still had one up in Billiards, where the call came out for Red Groove to turn and grab that flank. It's possible, but I don't think you stop the plants. Rec probably get that plant down, and in a retake with 1 HP, you're probably doomed.
It's really hard to just gain those angles when you're pushing hookah like that. You really need someone to either come up, Cool Vibes, or challenge some of the holes from down below. But other than that, you're hoping to get picks there. And I know Rec likes to wait for those picks, but that just goes to show you like that time is being wasted, and the fact that Chaos pulled that through is pretty impressive.
Well, an operator that has seen a market drop-off, considering she's banned almost every single map, every single game, especially in Europe. Mira comes into the fold. If she's not banned out, opting to ban the Valkyrie and the Maestro instead, so we're leaving Echo and Mira still up, two operators that are usually extremely banned. And the Mira window is going to be placed to try and hold Blue Bar and Sunrise a little bit better, also a little bit better at range. You can see secretly Renewals tacking up for this kitchen hold, trying to reinforce it even stronger to make sure that Rec and Waxing specifically cannot go for that kitchen flank that he likes to do.
Yeah, and you notice Renewals has extended into kitchen. They realize and they know that that kitchen control is very vital to this site, and as long as they hold down kitchen, Rec is going to have a harder time going for this plant, but they're going to be clearing top control first.
Retro spotting out Crips at the top of Cool Vibes, and Foxay will actually collect the first kill onto Secretly, so there goes the Pulse. He was previously by kitchen, but somehow dies, dropping the Aqua Hatch inside of Office. Foxay awaiting another one to come down. Vito's going to drop. Wow, that was the smoke upstairs. So Vito dropped, and now Renewals holding the top of Cool Vibes. Red Groove going to hit a flank now into CCTV, but the plant going down from Mark, and no one even remotely close. The ping's coming out, but they can't do anything about it. Holding Blue Bar's Foxay for 2, and now it's Renewals alone in a 1v5. The plant did not get completed, though. Mark pulled off as he was downed, actually. Now a flank coming from the Cool Vibe stairs. Retro will send him to bed. It's technically a flawless for Reciprocity, and they get back in the driver's seat.
This is a brilliant round from Rec, and honestly, this is the complete opposite that we saw from last round. They got the picks, and they instantly went for the plant. Zero hesitation. If you're going to get a quick bomb plant off like that, that's how you do it. I mean, they didn't hesitate. They got the control. They got the 2 picks they needed. The ones that were going to stop them from planting, instantly went for the plant, and then everyone else collapsed. It was perfect.
So for Chaos here, spiraling a little bit. They get away with one on their hookah defense. There's an argument to be made that this should be a 4-0 for Reciprocity. And now they head to Kitchen and Service to try and gain some ground and get some traction back in their favor, as they're starting to let this one slip away a little bit. Again, slightly attacker-sided map, but right now it looks like Chaos aren't really in the game with Rec. Rec is controlling the rounds.
Yeah, and the thing is they're bringing the Echo. They're going to have the intel for this site. I definitely don't think Echo is as strong on Kitchen. It's definitely good. Echo's a nasty operator, but this site particularly, he's not my favorite to use, so I'm interested to see how Crips is going to use it. Maybe extend those drones and help with maybe some of the roamers, because they really don't have that much intel. And you need a lot of intel here on the defense to make those rotations, to make those flanks. And that's really what you're relying on, is your flankers and your roamers to help you out on defense. So if they lock down into the site, they're going to have a lot of trouble here.
Well, I mean, as the man who basically pioneered using Echo in competitive and saying that I don't like using Echo on this site, that's a pretty strong statement.
Here's the thing, Echo is really good on the site, but the problem here is when you use your Echo drones, you're very vulnerable to the top control. So they're bringing an IQ. If Echo's on his drones at any point inside the site, he's dead. So he's got to be very careful to how he utilizes his drones and where he's going to sit when he's using the drones.
I do like this spread push that Rec do for basically every map, honestly, on the attack. They don't really bunch up a whole lot. Everyone's got their own little objective, and for the spread for Reciprocity, I don't know if they're going to go for the top control on this one specifically. The rush into site last time worked out really well, even with how much top control Chaos had. This could be another isolation on the site. There's 3 roamers upstairs right now for Chaos.
Yeah, this is going to be the contention point for Rec. If they do decide to clear up top, they've got to do this fluidly and make sure that they don't lose that many bodies. If they win the trade game, they're probably going to win the round. But here, Retro's getting contested from Cocktail.
Yeah, That's Renewal's missing a lot of shots, honestly, through the punch roll, and he's waiting for the collapse to come from Aqua. No such inbound from Reciprocity as Rec are going to bail out a little bit and try and reassess the situation. The drones come in, lots of fire up top from the rooftop as the donut hole in the map and a soft wall at his back. Renewal's is taking fire. An impact grenade to come out just to open up some more visibility in towards the door, and honestly, it's still Renewal's coming away positively in the trade right now in terms of damage dealt, but Reciprocity looks like they wanted to go for the top control. They're being rebuffed quite heavily by Chaos, and they're going to bail out.
Yeah, and this is the problem here with, or for Rec, because they are so spread out, they're not able to pinch as a team. So if Retro dies there, and Foxy getting the pick onto Secretly from the roof, one of the rotates, and here goes the bomb. The bomb's being planted.
Yeah, for Mark here, the plant going down unimpeded once again. The toxic smoke not getting close enough. So the plant goes down. A Claymore on the diffuser just for good measure as well. And looking in towards the lobby. There's one peeking out. One in the bathroom is going to walk straight into his sights. It's the freest kill Mark's ever had in his life. Gets a second one onto Crips as well. Renewal's on a trade, but they're stacked inside a bathroom now. Red Groove and Renewal's with nowhere to go, trying to fight out of a box. 2v4, Renewal's with one. Another pinch coming in from the main lobby, and that'll be Skies to shut it down. Retro tags in, and it's Reciprocity all day and all night on Coastline.
I mean, just brilliant from Rec. They decided, you know, let's not push these guys out. Let's not pinch them. Let's just execute and do what we're, you know, do what's working. And that's exactly what's happening. It is working. They're, you know, realizing, hey, we've got this little control. This is all we need to make this bomb plant go successfully. And boom, they just went for it. And they're not scared. They're not scared to go for that plant. That's what you need on this map, and it's working.
So for Chaos here, they're going to go back to the only site that they've won, which was Hookah Billiards. And that, again, came from a 2v4 with Red Groove with an incredible individual performance. For Chaos, their defenses here look tough. And I hate to keep bringing this game up because it happened so long ago. But a game against Penta in Season 9 of Pro League, Chaos were down 5-1 at the split when they started on the defense. They went to the attack, and they won 6 rounds in a row on Coastline to win 7-5. We know Chaos is an attacker-favored team. They love attacking. Crips is incredible on the entry, and with Renewals and secretly tagging in with him as well, it's a terrifying task to try and quell Chaos on their attacks. They're not out of the game entirely, but this is starting to get a little worrisome here, the lead that Rec is gaining.
Yeah, I definitely think with Coastline being an attacker-favored map, both of these teams absolutely love this map, and I think, you know, Rec is just really comfortable right now. They're playing their game. They're not really having to do anything crazy. They're working together, and it shows that they're just really just firing on all cylinders right now. And I'm going to be curious to see how Chaos is going to bounce back on attack as well.
In the wild, we see a Laxing in his natural habitat of attempting to get onto the purple tarp, and there he goes. He's successful. So, once again, Laxing has control of the purple tarp, waiting to rain down Hellfire with that G36C. Obviously, taking the G36 for the ACOG availability is the R4C no longer has one, and that's a big sad boy hours for all the Ashmains out there.
Yeah, and hopefully Rec doesn't get stalled out here like they did last round, where they were just running through the door and just getting picked off here. They just need to, you know, make sure that they're managing their time and working together quickly. Very important.
Ash charge being sent in the depths of Hookah. Sounds like it gets caught off by an ADS, so unable to clear the utility inside of the bomb site right now, but at least you're burning ADS's insight for anything else you want to send in. But Renewals finally will start things off. Not sure if that's the first opening pick Chaos has in the game, but it's one of their only ones. And there haven't been many, but Laxing will fall. He's taken off of Purple Tarp as well. It's massive. Oh no, here comes the drone. Retro waiting for that flank, and Fox is going to take down secretly downstairs. Like you said, they ran it twice. The third time it doesn't bite them in the back.
Yeah, and here they go. They're switching up the attack. This is what I like to see from Rec, making sure that they get that aquarium control, and then going for a pool table plant. And you've got Fox playing the back for a pinch.
And there goes Fox, taking down Vito, Skies onto Red Groove, and wrap it all up with a nice little bow. It's 4 and 5 seconds for Reciprocity. Give them the 5-1 lead. Give them the half. We roll onto the defenses now for Reciprocity in the driver's seat.
Yeah, this is kind of where we're going to see the shift. Is Chaos going to be able to bring it back, or is Rec going to be able to close it out? I mean, Rec should be really, proud of their performance. They're not doing anything crazy. They're just really working together, and the adaptability of switching that push and that plant. That's exactly what I like to see, and they won that round just flawlessly. Looked really good.
Beautiful performance there from Reciprocity on the starting half for them on the attacking side. Could have been a 6-0 if it weren't for the valiant and honestly incredible individual performance from Red Groove on that Hookah defense. And now we go down to Kitchen and Service for Reciprocity to start their defensive half. They're also running the Echo. Retro is going to be picking that one up. And Mark on the Jaeger. Like I said, Reciprocity, very similar to Chaos in that all of their members can play different roles, and Reciprocity known for having 5 predominantly fragging players, but they are very flexible nonetheless on what they want to play and what they can play in a pinch.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Rec maybe 6-pick to the Echo. I don't think they used a 6-pick that round. They kind of just left it there, and now Chaos is prepared, bringing that IQ. I think that if they would have 6-picked to the Echo, they could have gotten away with it, but now Chaos is prepared, bringing the IQ, so smart plays by Chaos, and we'll see how they attack this kitchen right here.
This is quite the lineup coming out from Chaos. You've got 4 smokes, you've got a Gridlock and a Dokkaebi. Gridlock obviously gets thrown into the mix every now and again, but I mean, we haven't seen smoke plants in forever. They just aren't a thing anymore. No one really runs them anymore, mostly because of Evil Eyes and Bulletproof cameras being able to see through smoke. It's fallen out of form a lot, and I don't know if Chaos is specifically going for a smoke plant here, or these are just the operators they want to use for roam clear and roam denial.
So it looks like Reciprocity is going to be going for a slightly different hold. If you notice how they were making those holes in VIP, they're making the holes in Penthouse. They're pretty much going to extend, I think, into like Aquarium, pool table, and kind of challenge those long angles. That's why you see the 3 ACOGs being brought out. So they're not necessarily going to be up top Penthouse, but they know that they're coming.
Secretly, he's going to miss Fox A on the drone. He's just top of the theater stairs in the hallway, and nope, he's going to catch him retreat to 90, so at the very least, they are aware of the situation. Secretly won't be caught off guard too bad. Rip with a DMR up against Mark upstairs as well, trying to push into VIP, and like you said, these kill holes everywhere. Visibility from across the entirety of the map, all the way to the luggage hallway, from Aquarium, like you said, and even this theater and Penthouse hold. Yeah,
the thing with these holes is just like knowing that you're safe as a player. When you're attacking, you just don't know who's peeking what angles, and there's so many angles to look at. It just really slows down your push, so I think Rec knows exactly where Chaos is going to be pushing from. They prep for this, and they've made these holes for this team to slow these guys down, knowing that they're going to try to take top control.
Whew. Big kills there for Chaos. Secretly Red Groove get into the action. Mark and Fox A both dispatched of. That's 2 of your roamers upstairs. There were 2 more. Laxing's rotated down Cool Vibes, and Retro's still holding down inside of Billiards, waiting for anyone to try and rip up the floor. It'd probably be Vito, or maybe Red Groove with some breaching charges, is waiting to push through, but they're well aware of Retro's position. Here's the silenced MP5 rattling off against the walls. He's on drone 2 and being pinched out from luggage secretly. Beautiful timing there for Chaos to be able to push in, and now Vito gets to work reconstructing the ceiling, trying to spot Skies. The lone man on site, he's got a shotgun ready to take aim. Just missing trading blows there with the SMG-11s, both out in hands for either player, but able to retreat to safety as Skies in the rotate, and he's alone on site, which is the most worrying thing for me here.
Yeah, at this point, Rec is pinned, and they really just have to get picks and get aggressive. I mean, Chaos is looking really clean on this attack, but we'll see what Skies can do with his smoke.
Well, he was able to land a bit of a shotgun shot onto Vito, but it wasn't enough to down him or do really significant damage. Down to about half HP, the first logic bomb gets used by Crips. Now it sounds like there's smoke grenades being prepped for the plant, as there's 2 members stacking by service. This guy's going to throw a Toxic Babe of his own. He's got 1 more in the back pocket. They really need to stack up with Laxing here, but Laxing is trying to hold off any push in from the lobby as well, leaving Skies to his own devices in the depths of kitchen. 1 more Toxic Babe to slow it down, and just missing the feet there is Vito as Skies tries to get it out. The plant going down from renewals, and the gas not hitting him down through the grate, through the gas. Still have Laxing on the dock, though. Lands a nice shot onto Red Groove, but unable to dock up Skies momentarily. Finally will. So it's back up to a 2v... Nope. Down to a 1v4 as Renewals will shut that down in its tracks, laying prone on top of the diffuser. Laxing in a 1v4. He would need the ace and diffuse to pull this one off. It looks like Chaos is finally grabbing some traction here on Coastline on their attacking side. And top control for Rec just wasn't as dominant as we all thought it would be, and it looks like Laxing is going to take this as an opportunity for the team to regroup and wait for anyone to push him, not pushing towards the diffuser. Pistol in hand now in a desperation attempt as he's still being tapped from the upside down rappel. But Renewals will finally finish it off from outside, and it's Chaos at least getting 1 back.
Yeah, I think this just kind of shows they're a little bit more comfortable on attack. You know, they gained that top control, and then you notice they just kind of locked it down. They were in their lockdown position. They were watching the rotates. And you notice how it was a 2v5, I think, for a while there, and they didn't get aggressive. They waited, they droned them out, got that information, made sure that they were going to be able to get a successful plant down. So I really like that after they got those picks, they kind of pulled back and played it smart. That's exactly what they need to do. So great play by Chaos, and definitely showing that they're more comfortable on attack.
So 6-pick for Retros. He's flashing the castle, which would most likely indicate blue bar with some top holds like Chaos were running themselves, but it's a 6-pick to Elysian because, of course, they're going hookah billiards. They're not going downstairs. And
headed to hookah billiards.
a lot of mobility here for Reciprocity. No Echo this time. Looks like, again, Skies will be the lone man on site with some support. But, I mean, you got a couple 2 speeds, you got a couple 3 speeds, and then Skies.
Yeah, for me, looking at Rek's lineup, is they're stacking 2 C4. So that tells me either Foxy is going to be playing down below and have some support, and that's going to be the contention point for Chaos. Can they clear out those guys with the C4s? Where are the guys with the C4s? If the C4 players are not playing where they're needing to plant, there's no need to push them out. But I think that that's going to be the thorn for these guys, is making sure that those C4 players are eliminated quickly, because once those guys are eliminated quickly, that's when you can start focusing on the bomb plant.
Looks like Foxy is solo downstairs inside a Sunrise bar right now for the moment, and he might have some help. Maybe Mark comes downstairs to support him with that 416, or maybe it's a solo venture for Foxy to stay downstairs and try and hold his life. We've seen it just last round when Skies was solo on site and just had to deal with it. It looks like Retro's kind of flexing down cool vibes. He's playing a flex spot, so he can stop an immediate rush in through hookah, and he can also stop anyone pushing through blue bar or kitchen to try and aggress towards Fox.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, it looks like Chaos is going to be taking control through Penthouse. It just makes a cleaner plant once you get this control. So they're going for this control first, which tells me maybe they're going for an aquarium plant. But you know, I could be wrong, but this looks like this might be an aquarium plant here. Crips getting control of Penthouse into theater. Foxy with a pick on a secretly. That is huge for Rec, because now Fox does not have to worry about that guy pushing him out, and he can play down there comfortably. So this is going to be an issue here for Chaos.
It's the individual power of Foxy and a lot of the members on Reciprocity as well. You know, you think of a lone roamer downstairs with no support, you think that's a troublesome spot, but for Reciprocity, that's where they live and breathe. They love those 1v1s, and Fox as well now has got another one on the cardiac sensor, but it's Renewals on the IQ, spotting him through the wall. Waiting for the run was Renewals. Playing incredibly cautious, waiting for Foxy as the entry from Secretly was denied. That's all flank denial taken away from Chaos as well, and 2 smokes. So it's down to Crips to keep the smokes if they want to implement that in the plant. There's nothing right now to see through the smoke in the side of Reciprocity. And yeah, Foxy, he's just making sure there's no heartbeat on that drone before he slaps it.
Yeah, the problem here is they got to gain that bottom control if they want to go for this plant, and Foxy is doing a great job of stalling and wasting time. But here goes the pinch right here.
Beautiful execution on the pinch there from Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar. So there goes one Nitro Cell. You still have one in the back pocket of Laxing, who's flexed down the theater stairs. Not sure how he was able to escape the net that Chaos had on the other side, but a lot of them did go roam hunting downstairs. He spots one evacuating Sunrise and Renewals. So Laxing might be able to fill in. I think Chaos are all bailing for the site executors. They only have 50 seconds left.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of 50-50 for Chaos and Rec. Is Laxing going to be able to rotate and stop the plant with the C4? Or is Chaos going to get picked off, you know, before they even go for the plant? And then on the flip side, is Chaos prepared to stop Laxing if he does try to go for that C4?
Doesn't look like anyone for Chaos right now is positioned downstairs to stop it, so this might be a free Nitro Cell. The only thing will be assessing where the plant is. There's no intel in the site, and 2 flood in. Mark with a beautiful shot onto 1, and a second one on the trade. Retro tacks in, turning around. It's a 3-piece from Mark. Reciprocity hold down the site beautifully, and there goes Chaos now with their back against the wall. It's a 6-2 right now for Reciprocity. Map point.
Yeah, it really just came down to that final 30 seconds that we just saw. Mark going off, you know, that first pick onto the bomb planner himself. One of them sneaked past Mark, but the one that was important was the person with the bomb, and that was the first guy that Mark was able to pick off. So really good plays by Mark, just being patient, and that just goes to show you the power of the hookah control. Like him sitting on that wall, you can't just run through the doors. It just does not work. So great plays by Mark.
So we're getting told from production that it's a bit of an audio issue, so we're on a tech break right now until we get that sorted out. Not sure whose side the audio issue is on. I would imagine it's Chaos, but nonetheless, it's map point right now for Reciprocity on Coastline. Map 2 will be Consulate, and map 3 will be Clubhouse should we need it. Never mind, it's attack timeout. So Chaos taking a breather, obviously. Like I said, back against the wall here for Chaos. They need to regroup and make sure that they don't let this one slip away, because they are very, very strong on the attacking side. It just seems like Reciprocity is a little too fluid for them, just slipping through the net that they're setting up.
Yeah, Rec, you know, honestly, with Chaos here, I think this is the best time to take the timeout. There's not really another chance. You're on match point here, or map point. So for Rec, this is a good time to just kind of talk it out. Say, hey guys, we're doing great. You know, pull it together. Everyone just, you know, keep doing your job, and hopefully Chaos here is going to have to make some tweaks and minor adjustments to pull this through.
Done it before, they can do it again. Thankfully, there are no ties, because we're in best of threes, and this isn't Pro League with best of ones and ties. So for Chaos here, they're not out of it just yet. They didn't lose the possibility to win with Reciprocity establishing Map point, but that means it's an uphill battle for 4 straight rounds just to push it to OT. Rec really strong right now, especially on Coast. Their dominance on the attacking side, we said it might slip away from them when they head to the defense because of how strong Chaos are, but I don't know, that seems like too much of a mountain to climb here for Chaos.
Yeah, I mean, as a player, you're thinking, you know, you got to play it round by round. If you're Chaos, you can't be thinking, you know, big picture. But for Rec, they know they just need one more round. We got this map. We got this in the bag. So if I'm Rec, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling really, really good. And here we go. The game's starting up.
Getting right back into it, and I can't read that, but there we go. It looks like we're going back to kitchen and service here for Reciprocity on the defense. They obviously lost this the first time they tried it in their first defensive round, and Renewals 6 picking off the IQ to a Hibana, so trying to get some hard breach going on, and this is kind of the one side on the map where a hard breacher really comes into play. I mean, if you're attacking Hookah, you can pop open quad wall if you really want, or you can pop open VIP walls if you're really going for a VIP-sided take. But outside of that, kitchen just onto the service wall there is really the one you want to open up.
Yeah, Hibana or Thermite on this map, not necessarily a huge advantage. Like, it's very just kind of depending on how the team wants to attack the site. You know, will depend on if they bring a Hibana or a Thermite. But a lot of teams, you know, they know that they can get the job done without a hard breach. But I think you're right. I think Chaos is going to be using that Hibana maybe to focus on that quad wall or on that triple wall that's outside. So yeah, that one right there.
Yeah. Also seems like Reciprocity abandoning ship of their previous strategy, which was that Swiss cheese mantra of we're going to open up everything and anything and play 4 people upstairs. This time they're playing horizontally on the main floor.
Yeah, so they've kind of followed. I think that round that they lost, they made all those holes. They had a Cade, they had a Doc, and they had an Echo. So they only have one ACOG here. So the strategy has officially changed for this team on this bomb site. It looks like they're going to be playing a little bit more down below. Retro with the control into blue bar. So we'll see how Chaos decides to clear this. But I definitely don't think they're going to have as much of an issue because it does not look like Rec is going to be holding this.
Should be pretty easy entry upstairs for Chaos. They're droning just to check because of how slippery Laxing typically is on the roam. And I mean, Mark as well has had his significant moments on the roam on defense before. And for Reciprocity here, you're probably thinking about going for a late flank, but only if the opportunity opens up. It's really not necessary, especially with so few members in the bomb site. Yes, this top control is a little annoying for your anchors, but at the end of the day, they still have to get in and plant. Yeah,
I definitely think I think you nailed it, though. I think there might be a flank here, like a flank possibility for Rec. They know that top control it's important, and how Chaos is going to utilize this to kind of lock down the bomb plant. They're going to need to do it if they want to pull this round out. And I would not be surprised if we see Laxing or Foxay on that flank, or possibly both.
Secretly didn't die in the first 10 seconds as well, so they do have a little bit of flank denial in those track stingers, and they've got drones on the track stingers, just to be sure, because you never really know if you're going to hear that sound cue, especially on land. But for Secretly holding down the flanks right now, he's doing just fine. He's going to set up his last set of track stingers at the top of the theater stairs as well, just to make it even more of a mess for anyone to try and flank up the theater stairs. And now the collapse coming in towards the site, but they've got a member inside of main lobby that's gone amiss from the drones. Laxing on the dock and behind the main lobby desk is... This is a pivot position here, and I don't know if Secretly is going to push in directly through lobby or try and join the plant with his smoke grenades. Looks like Renewals is full sending in, trying to get a plant down. The Toxic Babe going into the bathroom, though, as the plant's coming down, and another one will go way too deep from Skies. This plant will go unimpeded now. It's going to be a 5v5 post plant. Laxing angling in towards the front door, but Skies has been down. Good trade there, and it's 2 for Reciprocity. A third one now is Mark, still on fire from the last round. The plant ticking away, and it's down to Red Groove and Crips to hold this down in a 2v4 on the post plant. Crips is all the way upstairs right now, and no one on the diffuser just yet, but Reciprocity angling in. That's going to be the clean sweep. Reciprocity round out in the post plant with 3 quick kills. They wrap it up at the end, and it's a 7-2 victory for Reciprocity on Coastline.
Yeah, Rec just kind of pulling it together.